What if Russian war drones were secretly powered by Chinese engines, sent under the guise of refrigerator parts? A Reuters report has revealed damning details about this alleged drone deal disguised as cooling units. The report reveals that Chinese-made engines, labeled as industrial refrigeration units, are powering Russia's deadly Garpiya drones, a long-range suicide drone used in Moscow's ongoing conflict with Ukraine. The report indicated that QPOL inked a deal with Russia's defense ministry to produce more than 6,000 Garpiyas in 2025, up from 2,000 in 2024, with over 1,500 delivered by April. That means nearly 500 drones rolling off the production line every single month, each powered by Chinese engines, secretly shipped under false labels to fool customs and sanctions. After US and EU sanctions hit earlier suppliers in late 2023, a new company, Beijing Shichao International Trade, stepped in to fill the gap. The engines are shipped through airlines like Sichuan Airlines, labeled as fridge parts to dodge customs scrutiny. This builds on earlier revelations. QPOL set up a factory in China, using Chinese parts, engines, control systems, navigation gear, to mass-produce the Garpiya 3 long-range drone. Ukraine has suffered heavy drone strikes, hundreds of attacks in single nights, hitting cities and military infrastructure. Sanctions are meant to cut off dual-use and military goods. But disguise and front companies are enabling a gray supply chain. The result: Russia's drone war won't slow, even under global pressure. This comes just as Donald Trump presses Putin for a 50-day ceasefire deal, and NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte warns that secondary sanctions, 100% tariffs on trade with Russia, could hit BRICS nations like India, China, and Brazil hard if they refuse to pressure Putin to negotiate peace. Beijing denies any knowledge or intent. China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs says it controls exports of dual-use goods and complies with international law. Senior experts warn, once drones are mass-produced in China or with its parts, sanctions lose their sting, especially when parts go unnoticed. QPOL is already under Western sanctions, but its access to Chinese engines means production continues. It also says it sells most drones for civilian use. But Ukraine's President Zelensky claims Chinese technicians work inside Russian drone factories, a fact China hasn't refuted. This isn't unique. China is deeply embedded in the global drone supply chain, providing motors, chips, sensors, some of which end up in conflict zones like Ukraine and Taiwan. The rising drone warfare trend shows no sign of slowing. Ukraine deploys drones. Russia unleashes nightly waves. Both sides leverage AI for targeting and autonomy. The solution remains unclear. Diplomats insist China must help cut the flow. But enforcement needs transparency, border checks, and tighter export rules. Both Chinese and Russian authorities have not yet responded to the report. For now, China's engines, disguised as fridges, are allegedly powering Kremlin drone swarms over Ukraine. It raises a stark question: can sanctions ever work if parts are easy to disguise?